Hello everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be having a look at the first figure that I've picked up from a toy line that I've been dreaming of for the best part of 35 years. Yes, Studio Series 86 have hit the UK, and today we're going to have a look at Deluxe Class Jazz. So I picked up Jazz here and also Deluxe Class Cup from a local company, well local to me anyway in the Midlands, called Robot Recruits, and they have a pretty cool website that not only stocks some of the newest items, but they also have some classic G1 Encore stuff. So it's definitely worthwhile checking out their website, and I'll put a link in the description below. It's great to support these smaller retailers, especially when they deliver the goods early like Robot Recruits have. So without any further ado, let's get the hands in front of the camera and have a look at Jazz up close and personal. So before we take a look at the glorious Jazz in a little bit more detail, let's have a closer look at the packaging. We have got a lovely picture of Jazz there. Beautiful artwork, really like it. Number 8601, because all of these figures are titled number 86. Great to see the original movie logo there. Is that the first time it's actually been printed on a mainline figure? I don't actually know. Let me know in the comments below. On the side, we've got that same image of Jazz, just a little bit closer up. For people who want to keep this sealed in packaging, you can light up the figure from the top so you can see it without it being dark, which is quite cool. Another picture of Jazz. And then you have his robot mode and his alt mode on the back, and he transforms in 20 steps. As with all Studio Series figures, no, you don't get a clamshell. Well, you do get a clamshell, but you also get a display base, and this particular display base is for Moon Base 1. That's pretty awesome, and you can obviously put the Jazz figure on it if you want to, and keep him displayed like that. That's a lovely touch, isn't it? It's a lovely touch, and it works well if you did want to display your figures like this. Now, let's have a quick look at Jazz here. Look at that wonderful animation accurate head sculpt. Isn't that amazing? We've got some nice paintwork here with the Autobot logo tampoed on. We've got his headlights painted pretty cleanly. A little bit of a miss there, but not too bad. This visor doesn't have light piping. Cup has light piping, and I think so does Blur, but Jazz doesn't. And I kind of like the fact it hasn't got light piping. I think it works with this visor. Bit of silver paint here, bit of red, bit of blue on the front, nice silver on the legs. It does come with one accessory. It's in his hand, you might have seen it. It's his blaster. Pretty iconic. Some bits have been left unpainted, which is a shame, but I understand why, because these are the parts that will get a bit of paint wear. But yeah, pretty cool blaster. Very similar to the one we got with the Power of the Primes figure. And yeah, really, really nice. The thing that I like the most about this is the fact the backpack packs away, and his wings or car doors that are apparent on some of his, well, on the G1 toy and the Reveal the Shield figure are actually packed away. And I didn't know this was the case because it's actually mistransformed in the packaging. This is how it actually comes, like that. I think this might be folded down as well. But essentially the doors are folded out like that. So I thought that was the look we actually had to display Jazz as. That was his robot man, but it isn't. He's mistransformed in the box, and you can pack them away into a really nice but chunky backpack, which I think works. Now, this figure does feel quite light, and as I say, it feels almost a little bit floppy out the packaging, but as soon as you get everything plugged in the right way, it feels absolutely solid. Articulation wise, you get a little bit of a rocker on the head and a full 360. Arms can do a full 360 and go out that far with a bend at the elbow. No rotation at the wrist, unfortunately. You do get a waist rotation. You don't get anything in the thigh. You get a bend in the knee about that far. Legs can go out that far and forward and back about that far, and you get a nice rocker as well. And yeah, his gun can go into his hand, obviously, like so, if you want to have him holding his blaster, which I will, or if you so wish, you can tab it onto his back by any of the ports on there, and you can have storage there if you want to have him just standing around like that. Negatives wise, the only thing in robot mode for me are the gaps here, but I can live without them. I would have liked a panel, but saying that, it's not the end of the world. This, in my opinion, is the most cartoon accurate Jazz we have had, and even though I don't think you can compare it to the G1 figure, but I think this is the best Jazz representation we have had since then, in my opinion. It is a stunning figure. So to get Jazz all transformed up, let me remember what we need to do. You fold his hands away, you untab his section there, and we go to the backpack, take his gun off, fold his doors out, and manoeuvre the back windscreen. This is a little bit scary because this is all on hinges on clear plastic, back like that, and that gives you basically half the car. Now we need to rotate this silver part round, but only the silver part round. So we rotate it round like that, and that goes around to the back. Then with the feet, we need to rotate these wheels up like so, fold the feet down, and then all of this will fold and collapse up like so. Then this is a scary bit, if there is a scary bit in this. You need to push this all the way back and force the head down, and it does scrape a little bit on this part inside, and I've noticed, as you can see there, you're getting a little bit of paint on there. That is the right transformation. It's just the tolerances are really tight on there. Head goes down like that. Pull them out, fold this section up, which forms the bonnet, then fold these sections back in like so. And then it's all about just clipping everything together. So this will come down, concertina down, the doors will close and pegging on the arms like so. There we have Jazz in his beautiful car mode. Now you can kind of see where that paint has started to chip off during transformation. It is a bit of a shame, but it isn't that noticeable, to be honest with you. It's not that noticeable at all. The wheels, the back wheels are Exilian XLR friendly, so you can't really see the mushroom pegs on there, but the front wheels, that will have Brad in tears. It's a shame. It's a shame that we couldn't have had these wheels at the front, at the back, sorry, on the front. But it's not the end of the world. I think this looks brilliant. It's the closest thing to a Porsche that we've had so far since obviously the G1 figure. I don't mind the feet sticking out the back. I haven't tapped them together right there. That's better. And I think it works really well. Obviously, for those of you who are into your details, you will notice there is a number 14 on the side of the car. That instead of his number 4, I believe that relates to the number he was in the re-release of the original G1 figures. And there must be some copyright licensing or something to do with that number 4. But Toy Hacks have already released a set of labels, or will be releasing a set of labels, that will allow you to get this either toy accurate or more animation accurate, which will be quite cool. You have got this hole in the top. I would have preferred it not to be there, if I'm honest. There's loads of space down, well, here, where a weapon storage thing could have been worked in the legs. So, for example, that could have been the exhaust. I don't know. To have the weapon on top, I mean, it's great that you have got some weapon storage. You're never going to display it like that, are you? You're never going to display it like that. But, all in all, it's a great Orc mode to match the stunning robot mode. And I think you'll agree, this is one mighty fine looking Jazz. So there you go. We finally have a toon accurate Jazz that can sit on the shelf with pride. It's only a matter of time before some KO company oversizes this and makes some slight tweaks and sells it off as an MP star figure. It is that good in my opinion. It's a beautiful figure for a £20 price point. It's a high recommend from me. If you're worrying how Jazz will scale with your War for Cybertron figures, for example, here he is next to Select's Exhaust, which is the same mould as Wheeljack in vehicle mode. Here he is next to one of the Datsun's Prowl, so you can see they scale quite well together. And of course, we needed to have a look at him next to his Moonbase 1 buddy, Cliff Jumper, and I think they look absolutely stunning together. So Jazz is a high recommend from me, and I really can't wait to see what else Studio Series 86 has in store for us, both from the figures that have just been released or just about to be released in the UK to the ones that haven't been revealed yet. What an amazing time to be a Transformers fan. Until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again very, very soon.